Good morning, everyone. I'll just check that I'm live. I'll be with you all in a minute. Yes, we are. And I just need to move a little bit to the side, this way. I think I got it fairly straight this morning. Beautiful. We're all ready to go. Just say hi if you're watching. All my volumes are down. Just waiting for someone to come on. Hello, hello, someone. Hello, Heather. First cab off the rank. Good morning. Looks like it's going to be a miserable day today. I know the rain's coming. Hello, Trudy. Nice to have you on. Hello, Jenny. I suppose it's cold down there, Trudy. You're in Sydney. I bet it's cold. It's coolish up here. Not too bad today. Good morning, Jenny. And Jeannie. And Vicky. And Sharon. Good morning, Sharon. You found us. Someone just asked about US measurements for this. I haven't done any, but I can work them out for you. I'll put them up in the PDF after I've done the video this morning because I only decided to do this card on Tuesday when I put the measurements up, and I didn't get time to do the US ones. I can't always do US measurements, but this one shouldn't be too bad. I'll tell you how to work it out anyway. Good morning, Corinda and Joyce. Hello from Alberta, Canada. I've got my thing checking my computer. I'll just turn my volume down. I think I can just hear it in the background. There. Wet day today. Yes, the rain's coming here too, Trudy. My husband's having a whinge because it's going to rain tomorrow and Sunday and Monday, and he'll miss his golf. Hi, Judy. Nice to have you on. And Lee. Everyone from Adelaide. It's probably cold down there too. I couldn't live any further south. I think it's cool enough here for me in winter. Hello, Jan. Nice to have you on. I'm going to try and talk a little bit louder this morning because a couple of ladies have commented when I put my YouTube up. I don't know if it's on my live videos or on my normal videos that I do on a Monday, but there's one lady that keeps saying I must have my volume turned down because she can't hear me. Can someone let me know if they can hear me okay? Because I think I speak quite loudly, so I don't like to yell too much. Just let me know if you can hear me okay. I think it might be at her end with her volume on her. Hello, Wendy. There's another one from Adelaide. Nice to have everyone on. We'll get started in a minute. I'll just do my little spiel here first while we're waiting. I got Bluetooth, so I couldn't hear you. Now you are perfect. Thank you, Jenny. Everyone can hear me fine. That reassures me. Thank you very much. So it must be at her end. I think twice now she's commented, but maybe it's on my other, on my normal videos that I do on a Monday. I'm not sure. But anyway, we shall get going. As you know, I'm admin for this group. So if you're watching now, you're in the group. It's called Laura's Craft Room Tips and Tutorials. If you have any friends or relations that you want to let join the group, just be sure that they answer the two questions. One, why they wish to join, whether it's just to have a look. I do encourage them to share their projects. I know a lady put up one day, she'd been going through my PDFs one by one, and she put, I don't know how many photos up, and it was so nice to see. I can't remember the lady's name, but she'll know who it is if she's watching back this video. She'd been working her way through them since 2024 sometime. and she'd put them all up, which was so lovely to see, all her interpretations of them. So please share your videos in the group. The other rule in there that they need to, or the other question that they need to answer is that they agree to the rules. And they're fairly simple rules. The most important one is not to share links. Last year we were almost scammed, or not scammed, but someone shared a link that one of the members went into and they got caught with it. So don't share links. I don't mind if you want to put up someone's name. I know Susan Campfield comes up a lot. Aust Images comes up a lot. People do their videos. That's fine. Just mention their name. Don't put a link to their thing. I'm sure they'll find them if they go searching anyway. I've got a Facebook group also, and a page, sorry, called Cards by Laura. It's just the cards, all the cards that I put in there are what I do at my videos and my workshops and classes. I'm halfway through prepping a card at the moment. I'll just show you my prepping. I take a photo every time. This is part of my prepping. That's how it gets started. We cut all the pieces. I've got embellishments here to put on these. I won't show you the card because it'll spoil it for the ladies, but that's what it looks like when it's prepped. And then I lay it all out on the table, make sure everyone's got one of each piece. So that's a bit of prepping done. I'm almost finished the second card. We do 4 cards at my workshops. If you live local around here or somewhere in Queensland that you feel it's worth coming, just private message me and I'll let you know how it works. My YouTube channel is called Creative Gems, so if you haven't subscribed, I'd love you to do so. I am 1 subscriber off 6,000. I looked at it this morning and it's 1 short, so if you haven't subscribed, I'd love you to get on, and I'll put up a post. Yay, I've got to 6,000 subscribers, which I'm really chuffed about. So we'll put all that aside. That's the business side of it. I get annoyed doing that because I know I don't like listening to everyone else's stuff. Good morning, Beth and May. You're still up, May. I thought you would have gone to bed. Hello, Kay from New Zealand, and Lee, we've said okay. Oh, Lee's saying okay for the volume. Thank you very much. So this card we're doing today, it's called Pinwheel Tower card. Now, a lady asked the other day, she wanted one. I think it was for a challenge or a group thing that she was doing, and that was the theme that she had to do. I'm not sure if this was the exact sort of one that she wanted to do. She said a tower card, but this is called a pinwheel tower. Very easy to do, so easy. And you can decorate it as you like. The one I'm doing this morning is different colours, different paper, but that's the sample one that I did. And I will mention how to work out the US measurements, but I'll try and work them out myself when I'm finished. I've got 14 of my family coming for dinner tonight, so I've got a bit to do yet, but we'll get there. So that's the card we're doing. Easy as to do. I'll just put that aside. And the measurements that you needed, I was going to start and write the US ones on here, but it's these ones here I had to work out the size of. The width for US will be the same because it's 4 1/4. It's just the length. You need to reduce it up to 5 1/2. The width will fit either US or Australian, but it's the length that will be too long because yours is usually 5 1/2. But I've made this 6 inches, and I know 6 inches will fit in an Australian envelope. It's usually 5 7/8, but you've always got a little bit extra that it will fit. So we have, this is the patterned paper that you need for the tower in the center in there. So it's only DSP, and the reason for that is it's easier to fold and maneuver. If it was cardstock, it's too thick. Plus you've got 2 layers of cardstock to come on top of this. And I'll do the scoring in a minute when we've finished, or when we get to it. 4 1/2 by 4 1/4 is that, and you've got to make sure you score it on the correct side because there's not much difference in size. when you do US measurements, this piece will be the same. It's not going to make any difference. You could make it smaller to allow your mats different, but this one will work. And then your, that's that one. Base mats are 4 1/4 by 3, which is 4 of, and that's those. I think everyone thought when I put the measurements up, how come we've got 4 of everything? Well, that's what you need. 4 1/4 by 3, and there's 4 of those. I've done that in Blackberry Bliss, and then that's that. Matt's coordinating colour. So I've got another colour here. This is Bubble Bath, which is these. 4 1/8 by 2 7/8. That's those 4. You'll see how they all go together in a minute. And then the patterned paper. I've chosen 2 different patterns. This is one of the, I'm not sure if it's online or in the catalogue. I think it's in the catalogue. 4 by 2 3/4. There's 4 of, and I've got 2 of each of 2 designs. So I'm going to use this side, and that's use both sides. You could get another piece of paper and use a different pattern, but I'm choosing this one. It goes nicely, the nice light. That's a blue, it's called, that's one of the new colours, Cloud Cover. So that's those 4. 4 by 2 3/4. Excuse me. The mats in a coordinating colour again, which are the same as the pink ones there, because you've already got your blackberry ones, and I'll show you how that works. 4 1/8 by 1 7/8. There's 4 of those. They're the ones that I have to work out the measurements, but I can do a dummy one just with copy paper and work that out for you. And then the basic white mats are 4 by 1 3/4, and there's 4 of those. 1 2 3. There's the other one back there, one blank. I've already decorated them, so I'll show you how I did that. So those measurements will be in the PDF, and I'll also upload this to YouTube, and the measurements will be in the description box of the YouTube video. So we shall get started. You only need your trimmer for a bit of scoring. So I'll go slow. Let me know if I'm going too quick for you. I'll just move my camera over a little bit. A bit there. Not sure if that's going to help. I've got it done up really tight so it doesn't move today. Obviously it's not moving. Let's see if that's a bit better. I like things straight. That's better. All good. I'm not sure what, I'm just reading a comment here. Janine, not sure what that is. Janine, if you're looking, I think Janine's looking for my video. If you're in the group, go into the group and should automatically come up. If it doesn't, get back out and go back in again. It'll come up. If that's Janine looking for, oh, she's got it there. I've found you. I haven't been looking at my comments. Hi, Evelyn. Hello, Annette. I assume you're babysitting today. Annette's just retired from work, my good crafting buddy. Hopefully we can craft a bit more. Good morning, Carol from Adelaide. Very cold, yes. I'm sure it would be. Marilyn, hello, Fahia, if I've pronounced that correctly. Beth, hello. Thank you for joining me. And I think I've caught up with the comments. So we'll keep going. Now with this, you need the 4 1/2 side at the top. This is your DSP. Don't worry about the pattern on the back. I'm going to have this showing down the tunnel in here. So you want the long side at the top. I've already scored it, but I'll tell you, I'll show you again. And it's scored at 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch and 4 inch, which is easy. Now, if you're doing US, you can have the same size here. So we've got 1. This is on the 4.5 inch side at the top. 2, 3, and 4. And that'll leave you a little 1/2 inch tab down that side when you look at it. Now I'm going to fold it this way on my 1/2 inches there. I'll move this out of the road. I'd already scored it, so I didn't score it again then. So whatever side you want showing, make sure you fold it the other way so that that's on the outside. That will be then in the middle. Just get my bone folder and just fold them all inwards like so. And it makes a little cube or a tunnel or a tower, whatever you'd like to call it now, so that it looks nice. And we're going to put a strip of tear and tape down here. Hello from Minnesota, Joan. Good morning, Sharon. Tear and tape, I did get it out, I hope. No, I didn't. Oh, yes, I did. Can't see for looking. So just put a strip of tear and tape down on your pattern side, or on the side that you don't want showing. So you've got the inside, it will be in the tunnel, in the middle. I don't need any more flowers on this one. And my pick tool, take the backing off that. And so that this raw edge isn't showing, just fold it like so, and then bring this across and show it, close it down like so. So all of this will get covered. Now I've got a tiny fraction, obviously I didn't fold it too straight. Just do that again. I should have lined it up. I've got just a smidgen of a piece showing there. I'll just trim that off. That's better. So your little cube will end up like that. And the colour you want is down in the centre piece here. This will all get covered. So you'll start off with your 4 mats, the bigger ones at the back here, the first lot. Now all you're going to do is all the way around, and I'm going to use liquid glue. All you need to do is each of the panels, I would fold it down flat like that, and I'm going to start on this outside edge here and just go to this score line like so. Put some glue on that. Get one of these and line it up on that outside edge. Pick it up, and so it ends up nice and straight down that edge like so. Give it a good press. Make sure it's even top and bottom like that. Flip it around one so you've got the next one showing. Put some glue on that one. All of these flowery parts will get covered. Do the same again. Line it up with that outside edge, top and bottom, and on the 3 sides, lined up nice and evenly. You don't want to see any of that other pattern. Give it a good press down. Flip it around one more, like so. Just keep flipping it. Actually, we could go, trying to find the easiest way to do it. Just keep, you've got to get one on each side. We'll go this way. I hope I've done it right. Yep. Just double checking. We'll go this way. It's just got to go one on each of the panels. Sometimes it's not as easy just to flip it. Put one on here. Line that up. If it's wrong, I'll be starting again. No, it's not. Yes, it is wrong. Hang on, what have I done? That one doesn't go on there. 1, 2. Now I've lost myself. It's got to go there. Just hold it up yourself, and it's got to go one on each panel. But they've got to come out like wings. Like so. And then this one will go there. So just hold it up and you'll see where they go. Normally you just go round and round, but I don't know why. Maybe I've started in the wrong place. I don't know. It's years since I've done this card. So line them all up down that edge. Just trying to get it straight. And then you'll end up with like that. That's how it should end up. I hope that's clear with everybody. Jenny, yes, it's quite fun to do. I did mention earlier, you need this centre column here in DSP. You could do it in cardstock, but I think it would be way too thick. So they're all pushed down. Then you can do your mats, which we can do all of them, which are the pink. But we'll do these bigger ones first, and you'll see where the others fit in. So these bigger ones, now I've only got a little 1/16 border all the way around, not the normal 1/8 of an inch. So it's just a fine border all the way around. I've worked out these measurements for the US, but just these smaller ones, I need to see what is left in here. It's funny because the card I did last week on my YouTube channel, I did it in centimetres for a change, and a few people asked, have you got it in inches? All the other cards that I've, like 99.9% of the cards that I do are in inches. I do one in centimetres, and they're asking, have you got it in centimetres? And then I do one in centimetres, and they're asking for inches. So I can't win. I very rarely do cards in metric because I don't know. Maybe it's where I was brought up with inches. I can do centimetres, but it's really hard to convert some of them. If anyone's ever tried, let me know how you go, because it's not always easy. I've got this ruler which tells you both on it, all the 1/8 and 1/4 and everything, and these are the centimetres. But if you've got like 9.5 inches here, it's not 24 centimetres, it's 24.2. So it's a really awkward measurement if you need exact measurements to convert. Sometimes it doesn't work, or you've got to go to the nearest, and then you're not sure if the card's going to work out right. So if anyone's got an easy way to convert rather than just using a ruler, let me know. I'd love to know. And it's the same the other way. If it's in centimetres, to work back to inches, it's not always easy. So I'm just going around and putting these larger panels, the larger mats, onto the larger panels on the pinwheel, like so. I've got glue on my thing, but it'll wipe off. I mentioned last week I've got a new backboard here. Well, it's the same board, but I covered it with contact, which is the same contact that I have for my photo box where I do all my photos. I'm new to card making, as you know, Laura. Inches are definitely easier for me to work. Yes, I thank you. I agree with that. Well, they are for me. Living in Australia, I was brought up with inches, feet and inches. Centimetres is okay. If it starts off with centimetres and works its way through, I can do that. But if it's the other way to convert back, it's not always easy. Now the smaller pink ones are going to go on here. But what I might do, I'll finish off these panels first. We've got 2 with this pattern, and I'm going to put them opposite. So I'm going to do one with the flowery pattern. You can go around and put all these on first and then decorate later. I had to learn inches and could never make cards in centimetres. Yes, good idea. Stick with what you know. And I find if I watch a video and it's all in centimetres, I'll stick to centimetres, but sometimes it's not easy to convert and do it the other way. Back on this card, I'm keeping my flowery pattern that way, so I've got to make sure it's the same all the way around. Then this next one, I'm going to do this pattern. So alternate your patterns. I'll try and keep up with your comments, but you do it in centimetres and the world falls apart. Exactly. Never mind. We shall work with it. I think it was Janine Allen or someone this morning. They did do the turtle flap card in inches. It was a 6x6. So someone has put up or you can get the measurements off her. She did tell us where she got them from, so you could go and find her post. She did a 6x6 card this morning. Now I'm back to the florally one here, putting it on the next one around. Making sure I've got my flowers up the right way. If you've got directional paper, make sure you've cut it in the right direction as well. And then the last one's this pattern. I'm going to decorate the 2 grey sections of this, or the blue, whatever it's called, cloud cover. Quite appropriate this morning. We've got lots of cloud cover this morning. So that's the 4 larger ones. Move that down a little bit. And as I said, it's just a little 1/16 border around it. Gives it a nice little pop. Now these ones, the white ones go on these. I'll put these on this first. I've got two with decorated on and 2 blank, well, pretty much blank. It's just got happy birthday on one, because they're your writing panels to write your greeting or your message on. So it's quite simple. This one I've decorated. I've already put the flowers on. I'll show you in a minute the stamp set or the dies that I used for this. I use them a lot. This one is just decorated again with flowers and leaves. And I did Wink of Stella my flowers and leaves too. I don't know if most of you would have heard of Wink of Stella. It's a little glitter brush. I can show it to you. This one here. It's Stampin' Up! Sell It. It's a little brush with glitter in this tunnel here. And when you brush it on, it comes out with glitter. So you put it on your flowers and everything. I do everything. Just gives it a nice little shine. And then we've got these 2. One I've just stamped a little happy birthday on. And the other one is I've got some little flowers at the bottom, just to break it up a little bit so it's not just blank white. Thanks, Janine. it was Janine, was it you that put up the post with the 6x6 turtle card this morning, and you mentioned where you got the inch measurements, because I did it in centimetres. Thanks, Vicky. Yes, well, that's how I do a lot of mine. If I'm looking at someone else's, and I change a lot of from what I watch, I change a lot of cards to suit myself. And yes, I write them down as I go. That's how you have to do it. I know a card I did, it's for our upcoming retreat. It's not till October. And it's a fancy fold one. And I did 3 notebook-sized pages of notes. And then I changed most of it as well. So these will go now, as you can see, you've got the backs of these, but it's only that width of piece. That's how it works. So I'm going to put one of these, and then I'm going to put the next writing panel straight away, the next one around, so that your message, you can decorate all like 3 of them instead of just the 2, if you don't need much writing space. Now making sure I've got this up the right way, yes. That might be enough space for you to write your message. So then you could decorate 3 of them. This one I'm going to put the next white one so that the writing panel follows on from each other. I think on the other one I did them on it. No, I did them all. This one here, I've got that one and then the next one. So it's exactly the same. You could do them opposite if you want. And then that one around, so it doesn't matter which way these go. Just make sure if you've got patterned paper, you keep it up the correct way. Yes, it's my son-in-law's birthday on Monday, so we usually go out for dinner, but in winter it's so cold to go out. So I said to my daughter, I'll just do dinner at home. We'll have the Weber, and we've got like 6 vegetables to go with it for 13. I think there's 13, yes, 13, because she's got 4 children. My daughter and her husband have got 4 children. One is married, one's engaged, the other one's got a girlfriend, and the youngest one's still at school. So, and then my son and his wife, so that's made 13 of us for dinner. So it'll be nice. So that's my card. Now I've got some other pieces to put on these 2 bluey grey colours. I've just cut out a couple more flowers. I'll show you the sets that I used. It's called Pretty Florals. All the flowers I've cut out of these dies in here. Lots and lots of dies goes with that set. And the greetings, oh, the little flower on that white panel, this one down here is this here. And then the greeting, the little happy birthday, my favourite, is this one here out of the Year of Flowers. So that's those. This one here, I'm putting all of these flat because you don't want it any thicker than what it is. It's quite thick. I'll just put some glue on this. I'll just put a couple more flowers to tone in with that. I don't know if you can see the shine on this. I'll show you. Can you see the shine on that flower? Just wait, I'm a few seconds behind with my... Not sure if you can see it. It's from the Wink of Stella. Not really. It's hard to see on the camera. So that's that one. And then we've got this one, which I've done a little bunch of 3 flowers. I didn't get any embellishments out. I'll put them on later. I don't know if I'll put too many because I don't want it thick again. Just trying to get the leaves down flat. Excuse me, my throat goes croaky after I've talked a bit. I'm just reading Beth's comment. She taught metric to my students, easy to use, but not so easy to convert from one to the other. Exactly. I find that all the time. I've got a bit of glue there, but I'm going to wait for it to dry, and then I shall rub it off. Easy come off. Thank you, Janine. Lots of possibilities with this card. Thank you, Nikki. Yes, Jenny, I love this paper. I've used it lots. I love pinks, so there's a lot of pink in it. Put all that away. So that's my card for today, and as you can see, it goes a pinwheel. When you score this centerpiece, don't score it too hard. You don't want to rip your paper, and it gets quite a bit of movement when you're doing it around and around. Now, for US, as I mentioned before, this width is fine. It's 4 1/4, which is what your measurement is for your width. This here is 6 inches. And I'll show you my little scribble notes that I just did this morning. So your base, these mats here, the bigger ones, the Blackberry Bliss ones, you need to make them smaller so that it's not out here. You'll see that one. If you shorten this one here and this one here, shorten them all to 2 1/2. Wait till I get my ruler. I'll put all this up for you so you don't have to work it out. They are 3 inches wide, but you need it to 2 1/2 to make it 1/2 inch smaller. That'll be 1/2 inch smaller, and they'll all be 1/2 inch smaller, which will then make this 5 1/2 inches, which is your other width, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. It's just these ones here. That will be, they'll be shorter as well. So I'll just work it out from there. I don't think you need to change this in here. If you did change it, maybe if you made that, I'll do a dummy one and I'll work it out for you. I didn't even I was in such a hurry when I did the design. I didn't even think about US measurements. Sorry for that, ladies. But yes, I shall try and put them up for you. Beautiful, thank you. Intrigued what we would be making when you put out measurements. Find some things to decorate as used DSP with the feathers on them. Very nice. Thanks, Gay. Yes, off you go. I'm busy. Well, not yet. I'll work out those measurements straight away before I put the PDF up, and I'll just do a dummy one with some scrap stuff. But that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed that. I shall catch you all again next week. We're partway through designing cards for our retreat in October, and I'm halfway through or quarter of the way through prepping cards for my workshop. So I've got lots to do. I've got all day tomorrow, so I'll get a fair bit done tomorrow. And I'll see you all next week. Bye for now.